Okay, so in the second table on your SAC, this is the space where we do the second step in deseasonalising data. Now, if you remember, the second step in deseasonalising data is finding the proportions. And that is when we take our original data value and divide it by the yearly average. So for year one, we take the original value of the year one and divide it by the average for year one. And for year two, so that'll be from the 13th data point to the 24th data point, we're going to be dividing those numbers by the average from year two. And this video will demonstrate how you could do this on your data and spreadsheets using a formula so that you don't make errors and you save time. Take it away.
Thank you. So in column D, which I've labelled proportions, just so we know what we're doing, I'm going to again use a formula. So as Ms. Shinoda said, for each set of data, I'm going to divide the data point, the original data point, by this yearly average. Now the original data point is in column A and the yearly average is in column C. The original data for year one is from A1 through to A12. And all of those values are going to get divided by this number, which is in column C1, which we calculated earlier. So, formula equals, again, because it's a formula. The first data point is in cell A1, so I've got equals A1. I'm dividing that by the number which is in cell C1. So I could type equals C1. But because I want that value that's in C1 to be used over and over and over again, I put a $ between the C and the 1, and this cements that value into place. Hit enter, there's my yearly proportion, and of course you're going to round this to four decimal places. Remember that we can fill down, so menu 3 for fill. Holding my shift key down, but I only want to fill this down as far as cell D12. There is my column, my row. So these numbers here would go across the first row in your second table. Here I am trying to work out the numbers that go into the second row of my first table. And so here I go equals, again. The data this time is in cell A13, and I'm going to divide it by the number which is in cell C13. Remember, the $ cements that value in place.
Ooh, the 3.
Missed out on the 3. Whoops, slight editing situation taking place here. Beautiful. Okay, so cell C13. This gives me my proportion for month number 1 in year number 2. Menu, data, fill, again, blah, blah, blah. Down as far as cell 24. Okay, and I can keep on going. Equals, alright, I might stop there. A25 divided by C $25.
Okay, and you guys know how repetitive this gets,
Yeah,
so you don't need to see anymore because you just do the same thing over and over again.
But the advantage is you don't actually have to do the calculation because the calculation is being done for you every time you hit enter.
And you're also being a little bit more precise because you're using the actual values rather than rounded values. Although we're using whole numbers for our final answer, so still.